33% from three, knocking down 31 rebounds, 14 assists, and giving up 75 points a game. They are 6-5 overall, and they have played a very, very competitive schedule, which includes a very tough loss to, at the time, was number 1 South Suburban, 97-86. They are led by 22-point scorer El Seeger, who is a flat-out baller on the floor. Coyotes on the other side, record of 11-1. They average 88 points a game, which ranks second in the league behind Pima's 120. They shoot 49%, 35% from three, grabbing 46 rebounds and dishing out almost 17 assists per game. Coyotes can flat out play great defense. That's the hallmark of Coach Steve Silsby's squad. They allow a league low make that 62 points a game. Coach Silsby has said that if you don't play defense for his team, you don't get on the floor. The squad, 9-1 in their last 10. Their only loss of the season was a road loss at Arizona Western in early December. The squad has roared back with 4 straight wins and a very impressive 5-1 league record. Includes wins over Glendale, Cochise, South Mountain Pima, and Scottsdale Community College in overtime by 3. The squad hasn't played since knocking off Williston College 90-64. That was almost a couple weeks back. Marlon Lanningham leading the way with a game high of 23 points, and Jakob Lloyd with 16. Starting lineup for the Panthers. It'll be number 1, Rico Yarbrough, guard at 6'6". Number 2, Kedrick Anderson, a guard 6'5". Number 11, Adrian Anderson, a freshman 5'10" guard. We talked about Amir Gauss, the sophomore, forward, 6'9", physical. Talking to Coach Rush, has a lot of athletic talent, a lot of potential. And their leading scorer, El Seeger, a sophomore, 6'2", putting up 22 points a game. Panthers, as we mentioned, coming off last night's win over Mesa, 65-59, to start their 2-game Arizona road trip. John Rush, in his second year as coach, his motto, play hard together, and his team is doing just that. They rebound, they play hard, and they defend. He is also the owner of Trap Basketball, was handpicked by Chris Paul, and is exclusive board to be part of the 11-time NBA All-Stars Rising Stars program. He's also coached the Mercury Elites 17U AAU team. His assistants, Keelan Donald, brings City Connections, and Demetra Stevens has suburban ties with being the assistant AD at West Aurora and a former assistant coach at Aurora Christian. Coyotes, eager to get back on the floor and march toward the new year with momentum. The squad is so good at the Coyote Center with a record of 9-0. Starting lineup for the Coyotes tonight. Justin Fisher leading the charge, putting up 9 and 4. Lockie McCain, the sharpshooter, leading the team with 26 threes. KJ Dunn, just a beast, putting up 10 and 7. Andre Harris, averaging 19 and 7. And Jakob Lloyd, a physical force, 6'7", putting up 7 and 3. Steve Silsby in his 9th year as head coach, and his team seems poised to not only make the playoffs, but make a deep run, potentially on the national tournament as well. His assistants, Zachary Harrison, Isaiah Ledford, and Mike Fowler. And the team's 4-game winning streak, the Coyotes have averaged 82 points and given up 69 points. Andre Harris led the squad in the win over South Mountain with 20 points. Justin Fisher with 19 in the win over Pima. Andre with 26 in the shootout playoff 3-match win over Scottsdale. Lockie McCain with a big 3 at the buzzer to win that one. And Marlon Lanningham with 23 in the win over Williston State. Coyotes showing plenty of consistency. Last year at this time, they were 12-0. This year, 11-1, a perfect 9-0 on home court. The squad hasn't cracked the nation's top 20 yet, but the squad is receiving votes. Parkland College out of Champaign, Illinois is ranked number 1 at 12-0. Taking a look at the league standings, Eastern Arizona, 4-0 in league play, 11-4 overall. Chandler Gilbert 5-1 in league, 11-1 overall. Pima 4-1 in the ACCAC, 10-1. Scottsdale Community College 3-1 in league, 7-2 overall. Arizona Western 4-2 in conference, 11-5 overall. Cochise 2-3, 8-6. Yavapai 2-3, 8-7. Mesa 2-3, 4-7. Glendale 1-3 and 4-6. South Mountain still looking for its first league win, 0-4 and 4-6 overall. Phoenix College 0-6 in league play and 0-12 overall, and a tough year for Phoenix College. So these two teams meeting for the very first time. Coach Silsby had nothing but great things to say about Morton, a team with athleticism, a team that's has the ability to stretch the floor with shooters and has the ability to defend the post with Amir Gauss, and a squad that has an elite scorer in L. Seeger. Gauss and Seeger are, from talking to assistant coach Demetra Stevens, will have their opportunities to play at the next level. They are getting looks. And this team is coming in, and they're not just coming to Arizona to soak up the sunshine. They are here to make some noise. They are here to pull off the Grand Canyon sweep. They knocked off Mesa last night, and now they're looking to come to Chandler Gilbert and get the victory right here at the Coyote Center. Talking to Coach Rush about the first-time matchup, and obviously for his squad, it would mean so much for his team to come here to Arizona and get 2 victories. His team dressed out in the visiting gray and orange, and of course the Coyotes will be in the home white and teal. Your referees for tonight's contest are Brandon Witherspoon, Justin Greer, and Cody Armijo. Should be a great matchup between these two teams that can really run up and down the floor, and this is a Morton team that has really prepared itself, playing a very daunting non-league schedule, and they are ready to come to Chandler Gilbert and give the Coyotes all they can handle and then some. And for the Coyotes, this is the first time the squad has played in a while. Last time on the floor was December 16th against, make that December 17th against Wilson State. So it's been a while. Now they are back on the floor, and we're going to take a moment for the national anthem right here. Stick and stay on the Coyotes Sports Network.
And gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our country and those who serve with the playing of our national anthem.
And we welcome you back into the Coyote Center right here in the Coyote Sports Network, which should be a very, very entertaining game. Morton College, they play in Region 4. And they are ready to come and make some noise. A squad that has played a very hard schedule. Squad in competing in the Illinois Skyway Conference. They bring depth, they bring experience, they bring length, they bring talent. And they're ready to show what they can do. Squad knocked off Mesa last night, and now here they are looking to make some noise right here against Chandler Gilbert. And now the Coyotes, the squad that is a perfect 9-0 on home court, ready to show what they can do after the layoff. Coach Silsby talked about, maybe that first half might be a little difficult. They might have to get out, dust off the rust a little bit. But he feels that his team has to bring that A effort against a team that is really talented, and they're going to have to perform at a high level. So this is going to be a fantastic ball game. And we appreciate you dialing us up right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Of course, once again, Morton, a squad out of the Illinois Skyway Conference. Of course, Chandler Gilbert, part of the ACCAC. Chandler Gilbert fired up in the white and teal. Morton in the gray and orange, ready to attack. Referees coming over, giving us the fist bump. Always a show display of respect. Gotta love that. And now we are ready to go. And I am so glad to be back on the mic right here to be calling Chandler Gilbert basketball. I took a little bit of vacation, went down to Texas and Florida, and now I'm back. I'm locked and loaded for the end of this year, and here we go. Gauss and Lloyd will tip it off, and Chandler Gilbert wins the opening tip. And Justin Fisher controlling the tempo, and Morton showing ball pressure immediately. KJ Dunn in the starting lineup. Flips it over. Kane, Fisher. KJ dumps it. Jakob down in the blocks. Kick out. Good defense. Fisher lets it fly off the back of the iron. Chased down by Jakob, who let it go from three. And Jakob, release, rotation, bang. And a good start and a good first possession for the Coyotes. Morton showed its ability to rotate on the perimeter, and the Coyotes were patient. Lloyd fouled his shot and connects on the three. Now it's Morton, a team, and Seeger, their main scorer. Dumps it down to Gauss, a banger in the blocks to kick out, top of the key. Open shot, and Adrian Anderson responds with the three, and we're knotted. So both teams have the ability to hit from long range and have the ability to score in the post. And Morton showing its ability to rotate on the perimeter. KJ kicks out in the corner. Andre fires it across. Fisher inside. Jakob. And Jakob off the great feed from Justin Fisher. And Justin Fisher is the engine that makes this Chandler Gilbert offense go. You need Justin to score, he'll do that. You need him to defend, he'll do that. And that is out of bounds. And the Panthers will retain possession. 19 on the shot clock. Anderson off the inbounds. Kicks it outside. Long range three. And that is stroked by Kedrick Anderson. And it's a 1 point Morton lead. So Morton showing its ability to connect from long range, hitting a couple threes. Andre, McCain. Justin inside, Jakob. And Jakob draws the contact. Our first foul in this one. And Kedrick Anderson picks up the foul. And Jakob will go to the line. So Jakob off to a fast start. A couple baskets inside and gets the sweet roll. He's got 6 points. Jakob connects on both. A 7-6 Chandler Gilbert lead. And Jakob doing his part at the free throw line. A 65% free throw shooter, and a good start for him as he connects on both. Now it's the Panthers back on offense after the ball was trickled out of bounds by the Coyotes. 7-6. Good perimeter defense by the Coyotes. Top of the key, the push inside. Good defense by KJ Dunn. Justin in transition. Justin lost the handle. Anderson back the other way. Anderson. And that is denied by Jakob, the big swat. Taken away by the Panthers. Seeger's blocked from behind. And Coach Rush and the coaching staff wanted the foul on Andre Harrison. Andre comes up with the block. Both teams really showing their defensive tenacity early in this one. McCain lets it go. That is short. Picked up by Anderson. Other way. Pulled back out by the Panthers. Now it's the Panthers in their half-court offense. Good ball movement. Rico Yarbrough shoots it over to L. Seeger. Amir Gauss. Anderson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lets it fly. That's going to be short off the iron. Lockie with the rebound. Fisher, middle of the floor. Fisher. Over to McCain. Good rotation defensively by the Panthers. Andre. Will pull it up. A little too strong off the back of the iron, but that is tipped out of bounds by Seeger. And the Coyotes maintain possession. 7-6. So glad you could join us right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Morton College, 6-5, coming in led by head coach John Rush, a team that has played a very tough non-conference schedule. Justin Fisher off the inbounds. Jakob. KJ driving, pull up. KJ knocks it down. Smooth and silky. KJ gets so much credit for being an outstanding rebounder, but is a flat-out great offensive player as well. Can get it done underneath and can shoot it up and fill it from the outside. Inside look, and Gauss off the great feed from Anderson. His first points of the game. It's a 9-8 Chandler Gilbert lead. About to check in for the Coyotes is Will Coates. Jakob. Inside, Andre Harris. And that's going to draw contact. And Andre. Foul call goes against Amir Gauss. Second team foul, and Andre will go to the line to shoot a pair. Talked about Andre averaging almost 20 points a game among the ACC, AC leaders in just about every offensive category. And knocks down his first. Andre at the free throw line, a 70% free throw shooter. So just like Jakob, off to a good start at the charity stripe. And Andre can't connect on the second. Seeger with a rebound. Of course, this Morton team dusted off some rush last night. A little rust, I should say, as Gauss gets that taken away, and the foul call will go against Amir Gauss on the reach-in. So Morton College dusted off the holiday rust with the victory over Mesa last night, 65-59. Some changes. Taj Davis, number 13, in, as well as Lionel Strickland. Athletic move. Jakob Lloyd banging underneath, and Jakob getting up like a champ. Jakob Lloyd showing some physical toughness and a timeout on the floor. A 12-8 Coyotes lead, and there's a full timeout on the floor, and Jakob Lloyd has come out with a purpose. He has scored 9 of the Coyotes' 12 points early, and John Rush taking the timeout to regroup his team. And by no means is Morton panicking here. That was a timeout just to regroup his young men. A team that played the #1 team in the country at the time, South Suburban, leading them at the half, only to fall short in the second frame. A team that has veteran leadership and a team that, was all said and done, feels they can make some noise in their league and in the playoffs as well. So when we look at Chandler Gilbert defensively, it's a team that only gives up 62 points a game, and that is the best in the ACC. They're ranked #1 in points allowed, #1 in field goal percentage allowed, and defensive rebounding, not even close, almost 29 defensive rebounds per game. Offensively, you look at Chandler Gilbert, ranked 2nd in scoring in the league at 88 points. So this is a team that knows how to fill it up and defend, a hallmark of Coach Silsby's team. Under 15 left in this first frame. Panthers working in the key. In the hands of their sharp shooting guard. And that's filled from the top of the key, and Jakob Lloyd rips it down off the miss. Justin Fisher methodically working Rico Yarbrough, playing tight man-to-man defense. This Panthers team has a lot of length. So it's a good matchup, a very good non-conference matchup as Kedrick Anderson rips the rebound for the Panthers. Transition, Yarbrough trying to get in the lane and tries to scoop it in and draws the contact against Jakob Lloyd. That's his first team foul for Chandler Gilbert. And when you talk about the length of this Panthers team, and Rico Yarbrough at the line, tall, slender young man, but with a huge arm span, and can't connect on the first free throw. So Chandler Gilbert was looking for a really good squad to face to get back off a holiday break. They found it right here against this Morton squad, coming with a record of 6-5. A 12-9 Chandler Gilbert advantage. Justin swings it over to Will Coates. Fisher, Yarbrough almost came up with the steal. Now it's taken away by Lionel Strickland. Shot is up, and that shot is good by L. Seeger. And we are knotted at 12. So the defense leading to offense for the Panthers. Fisher. McCain swings it over Coates. Jakob will let it fly from 3. That's going to be off the iron. Yarbrough skying for the rebound. Up the court, Lionel Strickland. Strickland off balance and banks it off the glass. Contact and 1. Andre Harris picks up his first foul. Second team foul for the Coyotes. KJ Dunn checking back in. Jakob Lloyd checking out. Lionel Strickland at the line. And Strickland is another one of these talented players, putting up almost 11 points a game and connects on the three-point play. So now the Coyotes playing the chase game, down by 3. Ball taken away inside. Panthers in transition. Yarbrough kicks it back out. Strickland Swings it across. Good ball movement. Seeger lets it fly. Won't go. Harris coming up with it. Working that left side. Now the middle of the floor. Swings it over. Marlon Landingham in the game. Landingham. Over to Lockie. Coates. Swings in the corner. KJ. Elbow. And gets the roll. And KJ. Soft, silky touch. Drops it. It's a 1-point game. Good ball movement by the Coyotes in that possession. A lot of touches, and KJ with a good look from the corner. And now the Panthers go back in their half-court offense. Seeger averaging 22 points a game. Strickland. A good offensive talent. Partially blocked by Andre Harris. Landingham. Guarded by Seeger. Andre works his way. Banks it off the glass, and good work by Andre Harris. Nice soft touch off the glass, and a 16-15 Coyotes lead. And you get the sense this is going to be a heavyweight battle between these two teams, going back and forth. Coates and Yarbrough getting tangled up. Seeger. And Coach Rush wanted the contact against Seeger, does not get it. McCain. Coates back to McCain. Marlin swings it down low. And KJ could not handle it. Turnover, and the Panthers go back to work. 11:22 left in this first half. Good crowd on hand for tonight's Friday night action. Two squads. Ample talent. A lot of future D1 players in this gym. Seeger shoots it across. Anderson. Over to Strickland. Strickland worked his way into the lane. Got it back out. Now back to Strickland. Dumps it back. Seeger going up. Won't go on the putback. KJ, middle of the floor. Shoots it to Lockie. Andre, inside. Coates cannot connect. Seeger rips it down. Hectic sequence. Now the Panthers with 20 in the shot clock. Long three, and that one is dialed up to perfection by Taj Davis. And an 18-16 Morton lead. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Steve Silsby. And about to check in for Morton is number 10, Nathaniel Lewis. So this Morton team showing its ability to score inside, its ability to hit from long range, and the ability to create off the dribble. And the Coyotes doing the same, showing their ability to punch and counterpunch. 10-32. Good matchup between these two teams, meeting for the very first time. History in the making here at the Coyote Center. And the Coyotes looking to stay perfect at home this season. Record of 9-0 on home court. Landingham, Seeger, it's Fisher on that left side of the key. Will Coates in the corner. Will off the mark. Tracked down by Fisher. Fisher thought about it. Pulls it back out to Marlin. Silsby. We got a travel call against Will Coates in the corner. And Coach Silsby pleading with this team to follow his instructions on that sideline. Seeger shoots it over Anderson. Taj Davis. Davis, couple dribbles. Swings it over to Lewis. Lionel Strickland. Strickland showing his ability in this one off the dribble. Seeger not afraid to let it rip, and Jakob Lloyd averaging 9. We'll take a short time out here from the Coyote Center. You're watching the Coyotes take on the Morton Panthers right here on the Coyote Sports Network. And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center with the Coyotes with a 6-point lead over the visiting Morton Panthers. A very entertaining first half. So glad you can join us right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Joe Pequeno alongside Coyotes women's coach Fletcher Brown. And coach, a very exciting first half. Two teams very even. And this Morton College team, a squad that's played a very difficult schedule. They played a very difficult non-conference schedule, which included playing at the time South Suburban, which was number 1 at the time, losing that one after leading at the half, a very tight contested contest, and coming in here and showing why they are talented and pushing the Coyotes in this one.
Yeah, I think people came. I think a lot of people in attendance today had no idea who Morton College was. I know I really didn't know much about them until this morning when I was looking up some rosters and some stats. They seems like they're battle tested. It seems like they have a solid rotation of 8-9 guys that they rely on. They made a couple of threes, couple of deep threes into shot clock threes that kind of break your back as a defense. This last three that they hit before the end of the half might be more impactful down the stretch than one might think. It was a 9-point game, and now it's only a 6-point game. It goes from 3 possessions to 2 possessions going into the second half. So we'll see what happens.
And we've seen some outstanding efforts on the other side for Chandler Gilbert. At one point, KJ Dunn had probably a 3-minute sequence where he was just electric on the glass and did just about everything. He leads the way with 10 first-half points for the Coyotes.
Yeah, KJ's been big. A couple of big offensive rebounds. Somebody for the Coyotes misses a free throw. It was a 1-and-1. I think KJ was the only person paying attention to the fact that it was a one-on-one free throw situation. Comes off the rim. He goes up to put it back as a dunk. Misses the dunk, but the ball still rattles home. Gets fouled in the act, and that was probably the play of the first half. So pretty exciting stuff from him to be aware of the situation and then just go up and make the play.
Jakob Lloyd with 9 points. Andre Harris with 5 in that first frame. A back-and-forth affair. Coach, what are some of your thoughts on what's going to have to transpire for the Coyotes to pull off this victory in the second half?
Hopefully we don't get stagnant in our half-court offense. It looks like Morton is running like a 1-3-1 zone. So hopefully our guys can figure that out and keep the ball moving, find the middle of the zone, the soft spots in the zone. Haven't seen a lot of dribble penetration to attack the gaps in the zone from the Coyotes, so hopefully they can identify that and make a play either for themselves or for somebody else. We're settling a little bit from 3 when we see the zone, so hopefully they can get a little bit more rhythm offensively going in the second half.
Coach, your squad's back on the floor next Wednesday taking on Central Arizona after 13 games, a record of 8-5. Your thoughts of where your team is after 13?
I like the direction our program is heading, especially considering that only 2 seasons ago when we got the job here, we only won 7 games for the entire year. And now in year 3 at the halfway point, we have 8 wins. So I'm really proud of the effort that the young ladies have been making. We're winning the games we're supposed to be winning that I think a lot of people would have us as the favorite in. We've won those games. We had a big win over our rival Scottsdale Community College last weekend, which was a big win for us. And now we look forward to the second half of our year where every game really matters. Every game is going to be a battle. Every game is conference play. So we're going to be ready. I'm really excited.
And Fletcher, for you personally, what has it been like for you to build this program from scratch and to see the evolution of the program where you start getting 7 wins, and now here you are with already 8, with a chance to get double-digit wins and have another chance to possibly make the postseason.
That's kind of been the plan, is just to build it. I'm not a very patient person by nature, so I've learned a lot about what it takes to just put in work and not see the result the very next day. It's been quite the process. We've really had to change a lot about our recruiting efforts. We've gone through a couple different styles of play, a couple different offenses, a couple different defenses, just tinkering with things to try and get it right. It's been a lot of trial and error, but it's really just been through the effort of our assistants, through the effort of some of our key players who have stayed from one year to the next, who have kind of carried the culture and been great leaders for us. So it's been a collective effort to get where we're at, and I know that if we continue on this path, then we're going to continue to achieve a lot of great things.
And you kind of talk about achieving, Coach, and as we approach the new year, and you and I talked about this a short time ago, but for the viewing audience and everyone that's dialed in, your thoughts for the team maybe starting to soak in and resonate the importance of the second half that starts with the new year approaching.
We haven't really touched on it a whole lot yet. We've had 2 practices back since the break, and we've kind of just been getting back in shape, getting a lot of shots up, getting to know each other again. But as we move forward, before we hit our first game on the 3rd, we're going to talk about just how every game from here on out there's really going to be a lot on the line. And even though some teams may have better records than others, it's conference play, and every game is going to be a battle. Every team is going to be hungry for a limited number of postseason spots. So we're going to talk to the team about kind of having an us or them mentality. We don't want somebody else to take what we feel we have earned the right to accomplish, that sort of thing. So it's going to be exciting, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge of it all.
And before that game, Coach, and of course that game is Wednesday night, Central Arizona, 5:30. Then Saturday it's Mesa Community College. But New Year's Eve is approaching, Coach. And how does Fletcher Brown plan on spending New Year's Eve?
I would love to tell you that I'll be up until midnight watching film and breaking down scouting reports and beating the bushes recruiting. I'll probably be doing a lot of that during the day, but come midnight, I'll probably be with Coach Sutton, Coach Leon. We might be at the house just watching the ball drop. Maybe we'll be at a local eatery or something just hanging out. But, no, we're keeping it really mellow on New Year's. New Year's is the night where everybody wants to go out. Everything is way overpriced. Everything is crowded. After the ball drops, everybody wants to get in a fight or something, So we're going to keep it mellow. And we got a big game on the 3rd, only 72 hours later. So won't be anything too crazy for me.
There you go. That is Fletcher Brown, the head coach of the Chandler Gilbert women's basketball team, off to an 8-5 start. They're back on the floor next Wednesday, taking on Central Arizona at 5:30. Admission, of course, free to all Chandler Gilbert athletic programs, so please make it on out. We'll take a short time out. More to come from Chandler Gilbert. Halftime as the men leading Morton College 36-30.
Yes, sir.
So we are closing in on the second half between the Coyotes and the Panthers. Coyotes with a 6-point halftime lead. KJ Dunn leading the Coyotes attack with 10 points. Jakob Lloyd with 9. Very exciting first frame. KJ was everywhere, bringing the physicality, as well as Jakob. Both gentlemen with over 4 rebounds in this one. On the other side, El Seeger with 6 points. Rico Yarbrough leading the team with 7. And Yarbrough with a big 3 down the stretch that cut a 9-point deficit down to 6. These two teams, no question, when it's all said and done, playoff worthy and will be a factor in their respective divisions and have an opportunity to make some noise on the junior college postseason circuit. Coach Silsby talking some things over with his team as we get ready to start this second frame. Coyotes have not lost at home this season. 9-0. Morton coming off the win last night over Mesa. 65-59. Outscoring Mesa in the second frame to pull off the victory. Coyotes dusting off a little postseason rust. Squad hasn't played since a victory over Wollaston College back on December 17th. And the second half is underway as the Coyotes have possession. Justin Fisher over to Lockie McCain, calling for Justin to clear out. Andre, top of the key. Feeds Lockie, and Lockie wide open. Too strong off the iron. Justin Fisher with the rebound, and right now the rebounding edge heavily in favor of the Coyotes. What a great feed. Andre, KJ Dunn, blocked by Gauss. KJ with the rebound. 6 on the shot clock. Andre underneath, and Andre up and in. What a great offensive possession by the Coyotes, showing their toughness, their second chance opportunities, and their physicality underneath. Lead is 8. Anderson, Seeger in the lane, won't go. Jakob rips it down. And the Coyotes' toughness on the glass showing itself in this second half. KJ thought about it for a brief second, pulls it back out, kicks it down to Andre. Andre, couple dribbles. Andre reading the defense, gets by Gauss, goes up and in. And just what a smooth, fluid move by Andre Harris. So poised and slicing right by Gauss for the basket. Seeger kicks it down low. Gauss going inside. Gauss, jump step, can't connect. Harris with the rebound. Andre now with 9 points. Lockie swings it over to Justin. He's swinging at top of the key. KJ, Justin inside the stripe, can't connect. Rico Yarbrough up the floor. Anderson gets the high screen. Kedrick Anderson, that is, to Rico Yarbrough. Yarbrough lets it fly from 3. Short off the front of the iron. Fisher will methodically work his way up the floor. Swings it over to Lockie. KJ Dunn left side. Seeger on him. McCain, Anderson, Fisher guarded by Yarbrough. Dunn, Seeger on the defensive responsibility. McCain, Andre, all kinds of moves, and Gauss draws the contact, and Gauss saying, I've got all ball, but does not get the call. And that's his 4th personal foul, and Andre will go to the line. And Andre showing all these spin moves and then some. And Coach Rush trying to get an explanation from the referee, feeling that Gauss got all ball on that defensive sequence. Andre going to the line. Has connected on 1 of 2. Andre now with 10 points. Checking back in, Lionel Strickland. Cam Hedge getting his opportunity. Harris misses on the back end, and Harris going in strong. And Andre gets the foul call, and he looks over at Brandon Witherspoon for an explanation. It's an 11-point Coyotes lead. And that's not a foul that Andre wanted to pick up. A good hustling effort, but did draw the contact. Anderson, Kedrick Anderson, and Harris right there. And that ball is out of bounds and against Morton. And great defensive effort by Andre Harris, which led to the turnover. So Andre with 10 points and bringing the defense. Andre still having a conversation with Brandon Witherspoon, the referee. Jakob thought about it for a split second. KJ. And once again, KJ, soft little turnaround hook. And it's a 13-point Coyotes lead, their biggest lead of the night. Anderson swings it over. Kedrick Anderson. Maybe a Euro step and crashing underneath. And a battle underneath and kicks back out. Kedrick Anderson in the corner won't go. Jakob pulls it down. Justin Fisher trying to get by Adrian Anderson. Fisher scoring the defense. McCain thought about it for a split second. Very rare that Lockheed does not take that wide open three. Harris, Andre, inside, KJ Dunn. And what a feed, Harris to Dunn. And it's a 15-point Coyotes lead. Seager. Seager gets tied up, ball out of bounds in favor of the Panthers. But once again, great defense by the Coyotes. And a 6-point halftime lead has blossomed into a 15-point lead as the Coyotes have come out of break with a 9-0 run. And KJ Dunn coming out. It's been the KJ and Harris show. Andre, 5 second-half points. Dunn, 4 second-half points. 14 for Dunn. 10 for Harris. And the lead has blossomed. And the trademark of Coach Silsby's team, hard-nosed defense. And right now, the Coyotes are getting back in transition. They're picking up the shooters on the wing, and they are just relentless on the glass. They average a league-best 46 rebounds per contest. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. A team that believes in defense and getting it after it. And you talk about defensive rebounds, they lead the conference at almost 29 per game. So as good as they are offensively, ranked second in the league, putting up 88 points a game behind Pima, they might be even better defensively. So it's the Panthers trailing by 15. Anderson gets it out to Kedrick Anderson. Adrian Anderson gets the ball back. Rolls it over to Cam Hedge. L. Seager. Couple dribbles, gets in the lane. Seager blocked by Harris. Fisher. And Fisher almost loses the handle and gets called for the travel. 15-point lead. Morton's trying to claw its way back in this one. Kedrick Anderson, Jakob right on top of him. And Jakob draws the contact. First team foul for the Coyotes in the second frame. Will Coates checking back in. Jakob checking out. So this Coyotes team jumping out to a 9-0 second half run to build a 15-point lead, and L. Seeger loses the handle. And that's very rare for the Panthers sharpshooter, putting up 22 points a game. Lockie McCain, Justin Fisher, Adrian Anderson on him. Shoots it over, Will Coates wide open. Coates connects on the three. Will Coates, couple threes, he's got 6. It's an 18-point Coyotes lead. And we are seeing a Coyotes team that's come off the Christmas break and playing spectacular defense, rebounding, and finding their shooting touch as they go. Lionel Strickland, that quick first step. Cam Hedge inside, Hedge. Jump hook won't go. And it's Andre and Strickland getting matched up, and Strickland and that's Strickland's third. Non-shooting. Coyotes, good move by Lockie. They try to trap him in the backcourt. Swings it over to Andre. And Andre's smooth enough to bring it out. Cam Hedge on him. Andre, just the array of spin moves, and Justin Fisher close, and Justin knocks it home. A 20-point Coyotes lead. The Coyotes on a 14-0 run to start this second half. And right now you are just seeing a surgical precision by the Coyotes, dialing it up in so many different ways. Anderson picked up by McCain. Anderson shoots it out. Seeger. Justin Fisher on him. Hedge setting the high screen. Yarbrough kicks it out. Strickland fires it up. That's in and out. Fisher with the rebound. Fisher methodically trying to work Strickland into his fourth foul. Good ball movement. And a foul picked up by Fisher on the drive. Foul call goes against L. Seeger. Third team foul for the Panthers in his second frame. Right now, the Coyotes a step quicker and more in sync. Fisher off the inbounds. Andre. And Cam Hedge inside. Draws the contact. .13:21 left. And the Panthers have yet to score in this second half. Off the inbounds. Andre. And Cam Hedge gets another contact foul. And Coach Rush of the Panthers feels that Harris gave out a little bit of an elbow. Andre. And Justin Fisher couldn't keep it inbounds, and the Panthers get the turnover. Closing in on 13 minutes left in this second half. So glad you can join us right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Coyotes haven't played since mid-December. when they knocked off Williston College. Cam Hedge, and Hedge almost throws that one away. Lonald Strickland, 12 in the shot clock. Harris on him. And a travel call against Lonald Strickland, and Andre Harris, once again, rotating so well defensively. And I asked Coach Silsby about who's the leader defensively of this Coyotes team. He said, it's a collective effort. And you can tell everyone is just doing their part, rotating well, picking up the shooters, picking up the cutters. I mean, just doing a tremendous job. A 20-point Coyotes lead. Morton has yet to score in this second half as that one's swatted away. Taj Davis in the game for the Panthers and trying to fire up his team. Anderson. Kedrick Anderson. Wild shot, and there's a blocking foul against Lockie McCain. Looked like they called that foul actually on Andre Harris. Looked like it was against Lockie McCain, but needs to say, getting an opportunity to check in. Parker Larson is about to show what he can do. Anderson, his first points of the second half. And that is the first point of the second half for the Panthers. A 7-minute and 18-second scoring drought to start the second frame. Anderson connects on both. And a near takeaway by Rico Yarbrough. Joe Brazier swings it out to KJ Dunn as the Coyotes beat the press. Dunn has that one knocked away. But good defensive pressure by the Panthers in that sequence, almost causing the turnover. Brazier off the inbounds. Over to Larson, McCain, Coates, Dunn, Brazier, Larson, cutting inside. Coates will go to the line. Yarbrough draws the contact. And Will Coates. Couple threes in this one. Knocks down the first, a 63% free throw shooter. He's got 7. A 20. Make that a 19-point lead. And I was looking at this contest tonight thinking it would be a highly contested affair, and it was at the half. And that is knocked down by Adrian Anderson. Turnover. Panthers. Kedrick Anderson. And Kedrick Anderson knocks it down. And it's a 13-point lead, just like that. KJ Dunn, Lockie McCain. Dunn gets it across the timeline. Coates. And right now, the Panthers trying to speed the Coyotes up, and that's blocked by Yarbrough. So right now, you can tell the Panthers trying to speed up the Coyotes as Justin Fisher, the calming force, is about to check back in. The lead now down to 13. Kedrick Anderson. Anderson this time misfires from 3. McCain beating Anderson on left side. Swings it over to Brazier. Brazier try to feed Parker Larson inside. Out of bounds. Jakob Lloyd, Justin Fisher back in the game. 11-12 left in this one. Panthers make it a push. Scored 7 consecutive points. And right now, Rico Yarbrough on the sidelines, who's has a cut on his face that they're trying to attend to right now. Or look like it might have been glorified sweat instead. He's cleaned up. He's back on the floor. We go back to live action, 11-12 left. Coyotes with a 13-point lead. Adrian Anderson, Joe Brazier locking him up. Panthers on a 7-0 run. Anderson lets it fly. Misfires. Cam Hedge going up hard, and Will Coates ripping it down. Coyotes trying to hold off the Panthers in this late mid-second half surge. Fisher going right down the lane. Coates elbow. Brazier. And Joe misfires off the front. Kept alive by Justin Fisher. McCain. And McCain to Fisher. And that's a great hustle play on both ends. A big needed basket, stopping that 7-0 run. Anderson loses the handle. On the floor right now, Coates, Fisher, McCain, Landingham, and Jakob Lloyd. Strickland, Anderson, Taj Davis, Yarbrough, and Hedge for the Panthers. 53-38. Landingham swings it over to McCain. McCain, 18 on the shot clock. Anderson loses, almost lost the handle for a split second. Marlin pulls it out. Yarbrough on him. 6 on the shot clock. Marlin off the side of the iron. Strickland brings it down. 9:40 left. Lionel Strickland, Justin Fisher. Hedge sets the screen. Anderson, pull-up jumper. Smooth touch by Adrian Anderson. He's got 8. 13-point lead. Justin Fisher. Foul call goes against Taj Davis. Seventh-team foul as Justin Fisher goes to the line. Coyotes started this second half on a huge 15-0 run. And Fisher connects. He's got 6. Amir Gauss checking back in. Gauss, 4 fouls. Rico Yarbrough checking out. College football on tonight as well. Ohio State in action as Fisher connects on both. Missouri and Ohio State with the Buckeyes with a 3-0 lead. Adrian Anderson. And that foul will go against Justin Fisher. A little bump from the backside. 15-point Coyotes lead. Led by 6 at the half. Blossom to 20. Taj Davis. McCain on him. Davis. Jakob Lloyd. Swung over. Adrian Anderson. Pull-up jumper by Anderson off the iron. McCain brings it down. 8:55 and counting. Coyotes haven't played since their victory over Williston College. And Jakob Lloyd to Will Coates on the back. And Coates will go to the line. Strickland's 4th. Will Coates gets an opportunity to shoot a pair. And Will connects on the first, a 63% free throw shooter. He's got 8. 16-point Coyotes advantage. And Coates tacks another one on. KJ Dunn checking back in. And KJ Dunn just fills the box score. 14. 5+ rebounds in this one. Can't track rebounds. If I did, he might have double digits already. Hedge swings it over to Gauss. Gauss floating with 4 fouls. Gauss underneath. Going in, and the big fella gets his second bucket of the game. 15-point lead. Fisher and Lanningham in that backcourt. And a bad pass, but Jakob is there, and Jakob throws it out. And they rule it touched by the Panthers. Fisher. Checks it out to Lanningham. 15 on the shot clock. Lanningham. And they call the foul against Kedrick Anderson. And that's Anderson's 4th. So the Coyotes have a slew of Panthers in foul trouble. Gauss and Kedrick with 4. Lionel Strickland with 4. Lanningham at the line. Lanningham connects on the first. So right now, Mario Lanningham has a little blood on the side of his face, and they're getting him situated as he is being attended to by the trainer. And now Lanningham will go back to the free throw line, and somewhere along the way, play will continue as Coach Rush is talking about not getting the same treatment for his player just a short time ago, and Lanningham connects. He's got 6 points, 17-point lead. Joe Brazier coming back in. Lanningham checking out. 17-point lead on the floor right now. Jakob Lloyd, KJ Dunn, Joe Brazier, Lockie McCain, and Justin Fisher. Davis, Gauss, Anderson, Strickland, Hedge on the floor for, and they call against call goes against the Panthers. 17-point lead. And that's a kickball. Favor of the Coyotes. Under 8 minutes left. 17-point lead. Rico Yarbrough about to check back in. Kedrick Anderson checking out. Adrian Anderson checking back in. Hedge checking out. So right now, Coach Rush going to a smaller lineup with the ability to shoot threes, and right now his team needs that ability. Jakob Lloyd. Lloyd attacking the glass with a passion. And Lionel Strickland, he's got 5, and he is out of the game. Strickland finishes with 5 points. Kedrick Anderson checking back in. Coyotes doing a really nice job in this one. Really putting the pressure on the Panthers, putting their bigs in foul trouble. Jakob started this first half so strong with 9 points, and now he has his first point of the second frame. And Jakob doing some work. The lead is back to 19. Coyotes answered that Panthers run. Taj Davis, Brazier on him. Davis trying to turn the corner, pull up. Elbow won't go. Crashing on the court. Anderson and Jakob Lloyd, and Panthers don't get the call there. Anderson looked at the ref and looked at Coach Rush. Lockie McCain. Jakob Lloyd thought about it for a split second. Jakob, little spin move. Jakob, little Euro move. Draws the contact against Taj Davis. 61-42. 7:09 left in this one. And Jakob started this one so strong. Now with 13. This one was a 36-30 game at the half, and the Coyotes went on a tremendous run. They lead by 20. And if there was any kind of fear of complacency by the Coyotes, they haven't showed it here tonight. They have been on point. Spectacular defensive effort by this one. Rico Yarbrough down the lane. Yarbrough. Jakob Lloyd with the blocking foul. And Yarbrough with that tremendous wingspan. Just so long and lengthy. Reminds me of Giannis Antetokounmpo's just so ability to be so long and to make shots from close range, from the scooping and different angles because of the length of the wingspan. Yarbrough misses the first. And connects on the second. He's got 10. 20-point lead. McCain working his way. Now a double team by, and a timeout on the floor by Coach Steve Silsby. And that's a great timeout right there by Coach Sills. He sees McCain right about to be double teamed. Just calls a TO, and that just breaks the momentum for the Panthers. They felt they could get the turnover and maybe convert it into a basket and then maybe get some momentum going. And that's a heads-up coaching move by Coach Silsby. Saw it coming, had the presence, the wherewithal to nip that one quickly. And the Coyotes will have possession with 22 seconds in this possession, with under 7 minutes left in this second half. So glad you can join us right here on the Channel Gilbert Sports Network. Happy holidays to all the good people out there. Appreciate you having us in your home, and all the great people out there from across the nation that dial into Channel Gilbert Athletics. Joe Pequeno on the call. Will Coates in, Justin Fisher, KJ Dunn, Lockie McCain, as well as Jumpin' Joe Brazier. How about Justin with the athletic move? And Justin, a strong second half. He's got 9. 8 second half points for Justin. Adrian Anderson swings it over. Will Coates takes it away. A 22-point lead for the Coyotes. McCain, KJ working that perimeter. Coates, McCain. Coyotes working the clock on this possession. KJ underneath, Amir Gauss. McCain lets it fly from 3. Off balance three won't go. Anderson almost lost the handle. Kedrick Anderson with 4 fouls. Amir Gauss with 4 fouls. Rico Yarbrough. Panthers need a run and quickly. Yarbrough inside. And Gauss can't get the bunny. And Will Coates and Gauss with some words up the floor. Brazier swings it out. McCain over to Justin Fisher. Justin, couple dribbles in the lane. Justin, just a great source of energy. And Taj Davis picks up the foul. And Justin will go to the line. Fisher, 8 second half points, 9 total. He'll go to the line. Knocks down the first. He's got 10. He joins KJ Dunn, Andre Harris, and Jakob Lloyd in double figures. It's a good night of scoring for the Coyotes. Well balanced and different players stepping up at different times. And there's a technical foul on Andre Harris. And it's a 2-shot foul. And right now, Coach Silsby having a conversation with Andre Harris, and Taj Davis misses the first. And right now, Coach Silsby is just trying to keep his young man and his star player in a good frame of mind. So Davis makes 1 of 2. A 23-point lead, and Andre Harris wasn't happy with a couple calls he received in the first half. So the referee coming over to the scorer's bench and talking things through. And Coyotes looking to play out this final 5 minutes strong and secure their 12th victory of the year. Anderson, long range three, and Kedrick Anderson knocks it down. And the Panthers looking for one final run. Justin Fisher breaks the double team. McCain, and right now the Panthers are trying to double team at certain points. KJ, hedge on him. Anderson, Brazier, McCain in the corner. McCain can't connect, but KJ's there. KJ swings it back out to McCain. 14 on the shot clock. And the Coyotes showing the poise to use every second on a good possession. Joe Brazier, that's going to be short, but KJ's there and rips it away from Cam Hedge. And rips it away from Taj Davis. And KJ is just a force. And that ball is loose. He is just everywhere. And they call the foul against Taj Davis. And KJ will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair. And KJ before the game, stretching out, getting loose, took his time and making sure he was in a good physical mindset for this one. And he's been spectacular. 15 points, double-digit rebounds. Once again, I don't track rebounds, but if I did, he'd have double digits. Got to trust me on that. And he knocks down both. He's got 16. Team high. Among the league leader in rebounds in the conference. Putting up 10 and 7 per game And he's in 16 and double digits rebounds tonight. A 22-point Coyotes lead. And the beautiful thing, the defense. This Panthers team coming in was averaging 75 points a game. 4 minutes left. They got 47. Only 17 in the second half. Kedrick Anderson. 3 is in and out. Fisher with the rebound. Justin Fisher. Jakob Lloyd. Jakob swings it out. Lockie McCain. Jakob down the lane. Has it taken away. Rico Yarbrough. Rico. Long and lanky. Gets the basket. He's got 11. 20-point lead. Coyotes. Fisher down the lane. Athletic move, won't go. Cam Hedge over to Taj Davis. Hedge swings it. Ethan Horn. And that one is thrown away. That's kind of the second half it's been for the Panthers. And correction, Ethan Norman in for the Panthers. KJ Dunn about to check in. McCain swings it over to Jakob Lloyd. Inside cut, Coates. That one's knocked out of bounds as Coates was looking for jumping Joe Brazier in the corner. Joe from Australia had a conversation, asked me how my Christmas holiday was. Very friendly young man. And this Coyotes team is embracing the holiday spirit. Coming out of the Christmas break and playing well. How about Joe? Gliding and delivering. Joe Brazier. He's got 6. Lead is 22. And Rico Yarbrough throws it down with authority. 20-point lead. At this point, it's all about the Coyotes trying to get out of this one healthy. KJ thought about it. KJ swings it up top. Jakob Lloyd. KJ. Cam Hedge blocks from behind. KJ picks it back up. Picked up by Rico Yarbrough. Alley-oop won't go. Tracked down by Yarbrough. Goes up and puts it in. 71-53. Coach Silsby on that sidelines. Watching his team doing what they needed to do this evening. Come out of the break after the layoff and get it done. And an offensive foul goes against Jakob Lloyd. $1:23 left. Coach Silsby having a conversation with Jakob as he heads to the bench. Good night for the Coyotes. On the verge of picking up their 12th win. Al Seeger back in the game. Left with a little bit of an injury that sidelined him. Hedge kicks it back out to Rico Yarbrough. Yarbrough swings it over Seeger. Seeger. Shot is up by Norman. Won't go. Dunn and Norman battling. All in the spirit of competition. And they call that against Ethan Norman. As KJ Dunn will go to the line and continue to build on his 16.9. And if you're a Coyotes fan, and there's plenty out there, you have to be happy with this effort. Team coming off the December 17th win over Williston State. Hasn't played since then, and the defense has just been spectacular. 53 points. I mean, you're going to do that. You're going to have a chance to win a lot of games. And this is a Coyotes team that might be getting better as the season goes. And maybe the best thing for this team was the loss at Arizona Western, one in which they led at the half and just couldn't sustain it in the second frame. And now here they are as Hedge picks up the loose ball and will go to the line to shoot a pair. But that was a wake-up call for the Coyotes, and now they're closing in on their 5th straight win. They're back at it next week. They'll take on Mesa Community College. Of course, we'll have that game right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. The women start the action early with that matchup in the afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. And then the men will take center stage right afterwards. Loose ball, and Joe Brazier picks it up. Joe beats the traffic, and Justin Fisher from that backcourt. And Justin is that calm, cool one every time he holds the basketball. Teams try to trap him. They try to press him. Justin's just too good with the basketball. And KJ Dunn draws the contact against Norman. And KJ Dunn will go to the line. He's got 18 points, double digits. And keep it right here on the postgame show. We'll be talking to, no question, my player of the game, KJ Dunn. And we're going to talk to Jakob Lloyd as well. We've never had Jakob on a post-game show, but we will this evening. Jakob with a strong game as well. "13 points for Jakob. Long shot is good. And that is going to do it. Chandler Gilbert comes off the Christmas break, and they get it done impressively with the 75-56 victory over Morton College. Keep it right here. We got more coming up on the post-game show right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, man, like,
Play hard.
well, dude, we just play relentless defense and
Yeah.
rebound.
Yeah, there. 56 points in a college game. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And they out-rebounded 45 to 26.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
my goodness.
I know they probably had a lot of offensive rebounds.
I mean, KJ Dunn's just amazing. Somewhere. Fletch, we're going to do a couple interviews right here on this way. Yep. I'll probably swing by your conference one day. KJ, what's up, champ? KJ, when you so I'll get you over here. I won't be looking right that way.
All right.
And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center, where I'm here with KJ Dunn after a great 75-56 victory over the Morton Panthers. KJ, 20 points to go along with double-digit rebounds. You brought the effort, and for this Coyotes team that hasn't played since December 17th, wow, no layoff whatsoever.
Yep. Man, we worked as a team. We executed our defensive plays. We executed our offensive plays. I mean, we boxed out. We got a ton of rebounds, and we just overall just played. We just hustled and got them hustle plays.
Yeah, and you kind of talk about the hustle plays. Rebounding advantage in this one. And what I love about this team is you guys are Goliaths on the glass. 45 to 26 rebounding edge. Talk about the relentlessness of this team just to crash the glass with a passion.
Yeah, man. I mean, every time a shot goes up, all five of us crash and get the rebound. And that's what makes us great.
Yeah, and you talk about the greatness of this team. Look, you're only up by 6 at the half. You guys go on a 20-0 run to start the frame. In that second frame, there was one sequence. I don't know. You might have had 3 offensive rebounds and then the putback, and then you off the one free throw, the putback, and then you go to the line and talk about that big run and your ability to be a force in that stretch.
When it's all said and done, it comes down to effort and who wanted more. So at the end of the day, at the end of the night tonight, we wanted it more.
And KJ said this team is now 12-1. You get a week off, and then you play Mesa next Saturday. Your thoughts of what this team has to work on, because Coach Silsby, talking to him before this game, he said, I'm going to be excited to get the guys back on the floor and work on everything we have to work on. But, after seeing what you guys did tonight, it doesn't seem like you have to work on much. But, of course, there's, some things to clean up. But talk about the week ahead and leading up to facing Mesa.
Yeah, like Coach said, up until this game, we just been knocking off rust. This is our first game after we come back from a break. We got Mason next, so we gotta just execute, just become more disciplined. We gotta, just knock down shots at the end of the day.
KJ, before I let you go, how'd you spend your Christmas and how are you going to spend New Year's?
Christmas was excellent. I had the mac and cheese. It was great.
Who cooked it up and where were you at?
My mom, my pops. It was back in the crib in Gilbert.
Nice.
Yeah.
So your mom cooks up a mean mac and cheese?
Man, and my pops cooking me and ham. I swear, you gotta try it someday, man.
Okay. Look, don't tease me. If you're going to talk good food, I promise, if you could bring me a home-cooked meal, I will eat a home-cooked meal at any given time.
Say less.
So that being said, New Year's Eve, how are you going to spend that?
Probably with my teammates. Kick it. Watch some UFC. Hopefully, UFC 300.
There you go. That is KJ Dunn. Just a relentless force on the court. You want him to score from the outside? No problem. You want him to grab double-digit rebounds? No problem. 20 points, double-digit rebounds as the Coyotes get the win. Keep it here. We're going to talk to Jakob Lloyd and Justin Fisher right here on the Coyote Sports Network. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I kid you not. If there's ever cook up food, you bring it here, I will eat it.
Hey, you talking about that? Hey, you got it.
Okay, I'd love a free meal, my friend. Jakob, what's up, champ? Jakob, just make sure that when you talk to me and this one, it's not over your ear so you can hear
Which
me.
one?
When you're on this one, we're facing that way right there, okay?
Okay. Let me just. Like this?
Something like that. So sort of like that a little bit. So I'm going to position you here just so you can hear me, okay?
Oh, all right, like
We're
that,
looking
like
right there.
Okay.
And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center here with Jakob Lloyd. The Jakob, 13 points, relentless on the glass. Look, you started this one so fast for the team. 9 first half points. You came out with the fury. You were everywhere. You're grabbing rebounds. You're going back up. Talk about your strong first half.
Yeah, look, I was just trying to play hard and, not let the break we had, affect us. And we usually come out kind of slow, and I just wanted to make sure we, came out all guns blazing and got an early lead and kept it for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
So,
guns blazing. Let's talk about the relentlessness of this team defensively and rebounding. A 45-26 rebounding edge. Defensively, look, they didn't score a point in the second half till about 7 minutes and 45 seconds into the second frame.
Yep.
I mean, I want to get your thoughts on the defensive edge and how good you guys were defensively in that second half.
Yeah, well, Sills kind of preaches to, win games on the defensive end because the offense will come. And then the rebounding, we just got some big bodies and everyone wants to get the ball and, we have to win the rebounding battle to win the game. So that's what we have to do, yeah.
So the defense was great, the rebounding was great. And how great was this victory considering, look, you haven't played since December 17th when you knocked off Williston, but you come out tonight and you hold a high-powered Morton team that was averaging 75 points a game to only 56 points, and it looked like you guys haven't missed a beat whatsoever. How satisfying was this win?
Oh, it was wonderful. It's very satisfying. I love, getting a good team win and, playing for each other. Yeah, it's good to end the year on a W and go into the new year, on a hot streak, hopefully.
Okay, so now you've won 5 straight. Before I let you go, how did you spend your Christmas, and how is Jakob Lloyd going to break in the new year?
I spent it with my girlfriend, and I'm going to do the same for the new year because I love my girlfriend.
And what's her name?
Abby. Shout out, Abby.
Big shout out for
Shout
you
out,
out
Abby.
there. Abby, all right. That is Jakob Lloyd. Little special love and kisses from Jakob to Abby out there. Keep it locked and loaded right here on the Channel
Yes,
Gilbert
sir.
Sports Network. Justin Fisher about to join us on the mic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Justin, come on up, champ. Good to see you, champ. Just make sure that when you can hear me, you
Gotta
leave
go
that
here.
one off the
Oh,
side
off the side.
so you can hear me okay.
All right, all right.
Okay?
Uh
You're
huh.
right there?
Yes, sir.
And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center. And when I talk about the Coyotes, it all starts with the tank that makes it happen. The
Yes, sir.
engine, the smooth one, the polished, always poised, nothing rattles them, and that is Justin Fisher. And Justin, for this team, look, you haven't played since December 17th.
Mhm.
Maybe
That's a
the
long
team,
time.
you're thinking about, yeah, you might be dusting off some rust.
Mhm.
You hold one of the best teams in the nation to 56 points.
Yes,
You
sir.
get your 5th straight win. It looked like this team hasn't lost a beat, and now you've won 5 in a row. Your
Mhm.
thoughts on tonight's really impressive victory?
I definitely thought we did a great job of going inside. In the first half, we are shooting about 60% from inside the arc. So, just looking at those statistics at halftime coming out, we were able to stretch that lead to about 10 and just keep building on it. So, really, I think that mainly it's always good when we can get inside. We got them in the bonus and whatnot, so that helped us out, knock some free throws down. And just staying together, always playing as a team. The
Yeah.
more we did that, the better we do.
Sure. You had 11 points total, 10 in the second half,
Mhm.
and that second half was just something special. I mean, look, if Coach Silsby is going to write a book on great second half starts, well, this one was dialed up.
Yes, sir.
You got off to a 20-0 run to start the second half. They
Yes,
don't
sir.
score their first point till
Mhm.
about 7 minutes and
Mhm.
45 seconds into that second half.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the run and talk about that great defensive effort.
To be honest, I always try to put that on my shoulders as far as coming out on the defensive end, picking up full court and whatnot, trying to get a stop and get my team to be able to pick up off that energy. And I think that's what happened early. That kind of led to some easy transition buckets. And, once that starts happening, our bench gets involved, we just start rolling. So I definitely think we're our best version of ourselves when we are locking teams up and then we can come down to offense a little bit more relaxed.
And you guys looked relaxed and you
Mhm.
looked poised and it looked like in the course of this one, what makes this team so special? And I think you do have a very special team because there are moments in all these games where it seems like someone's elevating their play
Mhm.
at special points. How satisfying was this win, Justin? Because look, you guys haven't played since you
Mhm.
knocked off Williston
Yeah.
December
Mhm.
17th, and you hold the Panthers to 56 points,
Yes, sir.
and it looks like this team hasn't, lost any
Lost
of
the
its
beat. Yeah.
luster
Mhm.
whatsoever.
No, we definitely been working out and whatnot, staying in the gym, staying in shape. That's always important, to be able to come out here and perform. But besides that, I really just think that we have so many skill sets as far as a range of guys, different heights with different abilities. Big shout out to Jakob. He got us going early. Had like the first 9 points.
Mhm.
That was big. And then KJ helping us out in the second half, knocking down free throws. He may miss one maybe, and then finishing inside. So when you have guys that are also coming from different angles, few 3, 4 guys, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, no question. This team was just in such a rhythm, and like the layoff really didn't show itself whatsoever. So now you have a little bit of layoff until you take on Mesa
Yes, sir. The
next
sixth.
Saturday. So
Mhm.
you got some time, and
Mhm.
as you reflect on this week of what has to happen, Justin, to get better, what do you think there are some areas for this team to improve?
Um, I definitely think we just need to watch film. I think that's the greatest thing for any player to be able to develop their skill set or any team at all. Just to see where we went wrong, see where we went on cold stretches, see what type of shots we're looking at. So looking at some film, getting back in the gym, back to practice, staying together, and then just working on our individual skill set. I'll be in the gym tomorrow morning.
Yeah, well, that's great. And,
Yes, sir.
for you, there's no question there's a desire and a passion to get better every single day.
Always.
And for you, when I watch your game, it's very fluid, it's very smooth, very polished.
Mm.
You
Thank you.
never get rattled. And I want to talk about your demeanor when you step on that floor. I mean,
Mhm.
I see guys trying to throw the press at you. I see guys trying to double team you, lock you
Mhm.
up, and it just never happens. And you
Yes,
make
sir.
it look so easy handling
Mhm.
the basketball and then getting it to your open teammate. Your thought process of just playing a very smooth, fluid game
Mhm.
out there.
Most definitely. The older I've gotten, the more I've just started to slow the game down. It's more of a read and react type of thing. Just see what's going on. Don't just be in the moment, not um, trying to overdo it and put too much pressure on myself. I just look and see and just
try to understand what's going on. You know, I watch a lot of film, so that helps me to have a good basketball IQ on the game. But as far as breaking presses and whatnot, just moving the ball, that's always the best way to do it. Find the open guy and keep pushing. So that's as simple as that.
Yeah, he's pushing it like a champ. And before I let you go,
Yes, sir.
I want to know, how'd you spend your Christmas?
With the family.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and what was served up?
My mom cooked up a good meal. We had some spaghetti. We had some bread with that. We also had this other cheesy pasta. It was amazing. So it's always good around this time of year to be able to do that and be with, my loved ones.
Oh, yes.
And yours?
I was with my mom down in Florida,
Mhm.
and now I'm back here with my family.
Glad to
They
have
just
you
got
back.
Yes. I'm in a house full of women. So
Okay.
My wife, my 2 daughters, and
Okay.
my dog is also female.
All right.
So I don't win any
Yeah,
battles.
I figured.
I wave the white flag. So before I let you go,
Yes, sir.
the smooth one who handles the rock, how are you going to spend New Year's Eve?
I'll probably be working out at some point in the day, maybe two times or something like that. I feel like there's a lot of a lot of time in the day. So I'll definitely be in the gym somewhere, and then probably just relaxing, taking it easy this year. I'm in season, so I don't want to go too crazy. I'm trying to stay focused. We got a big agenda at hand.
Sure, and the agenda, you're keeping all the eyes on the prizes straight ahead. And before I let you go, this team's not ranked in the top 20. You're
Mhm.
getting votes, but
Mhm.
at some point, Chandler Gilbert, is it safe to say that the voters going to start paying attention to what's
Hey,
happening here in the
I'm
Valley?
just gonna say this: we coming. We coming. We don't really pay too much attention to rankings. We know what we have, so we don't try to get caught up into too much of that. I feel like that's where a lot of teams and players go wrong. They get too highly on themselves. So for us, we always staying humble and just looking to take it game by game. Me personally as well.
There you go. That is Justin Fisher.
Yes, sir.
And the Chandler Gilbert Coyotes, they go to 12-1, dissecting the Morton Panthers,
Yes, sir.
75-56 right here at the Coyote Center. Next week, they're back on the floor taking on Mesa. We'll have the live coverage. And, of course, on Wednesday, the women are in action right here at the Coyote Center taking on Central Arizona. The pre-tip preview coming up right here at about 5:20 or so. That is Justin
Thanks for tuning
Fisher.
in.
I'm Joe Pequeno. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you shortly right here on the Coyote Sports Network.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, brother.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Man, I gotta tell you, Justin, seriously, when I watch you out there, you are part of the calming force. You handle the basketball the way Andre handles his offensive game. He's very calm, cool. Walk me, what happened on the TL? Did he get that technical on the bench? Was he?
I honestly didn't even know. They said 30 seconds. We were shooting free throws or something like that. Someone said, "All right, lock." Someone said something, and all of a sudden he's shooting free throws down here.
Yeah.
So I know a few guys were chirping with the refs. And
Yeah,
whatnot.
I know Andre.
Chirping with each other.
Yeah, I know Andre had a couple fouls in the first half that.
Emotions always tend to get high
Yeah.
in situations like that. They were battling down there to get smacked. They're playing real physical.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're not from here. So, it brings a different environment. We still got to, clean up that aspect of the game as far, the further we go because, in a close game, that will be a little bit more important than, 20 points.
Oh yeah, but I gotta tell you, man.
As far as,
I gotta tell you, the way you guys play defense and rebound, you guys are so good at rotating on the perimeter, and the way you guys, it's a collective. And I asked Sills today, I said, who's your leader on defense? Collective effort. Who's your rebounding? Collective effort. You guys just, look, I this team, they were averaging 75 points. Just to let you know, they played the number 1 team in the country at the time, that's South Suburban, and led them at the half. And they ended up losing, but still, that was the number 1 team, and that team's ranked in the top 10. They're like, 9-1, and here you guys are getting, and you just dismantled this team. And your defense, man, I'm excited for you
I
guys.
appreciate it. I'm still building on it, still putting it together, trying to get better. Even while I'm out here to translate it, help us get wins. But, to be honest with you, I've been in JUCO for like 3 years now. I've been on very good teams, been around a lot of good players.
Yeah. So
just seeing that and understanding and waiting for, this year for it to be my time, I kind of got the script now. So, even when things are going wrong, I just take a breath and refocus and, try to get it on the defensive end or see, who has a mismatch on offense. So kind of breaking the game down mentally, compartmentalizing and see what's going on, where the fouls are at, kind of helps me too, even when I sit down sometimes.
Well, I applaud you for 2 things. One is that a lot of people don't want to wait their turn, and
Yeah.
it's a rite of
It's a journey.
passage. It's a journey, right? Life's a journey, but you're going to find out. Look, if that's the hardest part of your life, it's a pretty easy journey to enjoy, right? From all the JUCO teams you've been on here, is this the best team you've been on?
I think we have the potential to be the best. I think that the season hasn't quite shaped out yet. Last year we started 15-0, so that was definitely real big. We got a few players that are playing at the next level.
Yeah.
So I think that I had to sit back a little bit. I was a freshman. I played probably most of 15 minutes. So it's definitely humbling in that aspect, but it kind of built a fire inside of me. As far as the other teams, I feel like around this time of year, it's always tough when you have so much time off.
Yeah.
Guys may or may not be working out, or just not playing. You got to get your wind back, get back in shape. So I think we have the potential to be the best. I think we are cohesive. We look really good. Play amazing defense. So it's always just a matter of us coming out and knocking down shots.
So let me ask you: do you think two things? What happened in the second half? Because I didn't see it because it was on the road. It was probably busy at the time. What happened in the second half against Arizona Western? And do you think that loss came at a good time?
I really think we should have won.
You led at the half.
Yeah, we did lead at the half. We were up 1 point, I think. It was like 24-25, real slow game. In the second half, I feel like it definitely got stretched out. We may have lost by like 10 or 8.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, we were really in that game. We came back really late. It was like 2 minutes maybe, and we cut it down to 5.
Yeah.
So, but just playing catch up and whatnot,
Sure.
their guys got going. They had a small guard and another about 6'6" wing that just started making plays, and we just weren't hitting shots. We took good looks, but it's always tough to go on the road and whatnot and be able to get that one. We don't see them again, but it's always sometimes you need that.
If you had them on a neutral floor postseason tournament, do you beat them by 10, 15
I wouldn't
points?
doubt it. That was pretty early in the season. That was one of our first road games, and that was probably one of the better teams we have played. But coming into each game, I don't think there's any team that can beat us. I think it's a matter of us beating ourselves if it does come to that. But I definitely think we would be able to get them if we saw them again.
Scott's still pretty talented. I know you beat them by 3.
Yeah, that was a weird game too. It's always harder going on the road than it is to be in your own environment.
Sure.
I think that's a factor for sure. Besides that, they came to play in the second half.
Yeah.
We had them up big, but they came to knock down some threes and
So
whatnot.
you were up big in that game.
Yeah, we were up about 15, I think, at some point, 10, 15 at halftime. But it came down to me giving it to Lockie for the game winner. He hit a corner 3, so that was big. It was in overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long game. But.
So this is how good you are, right? This is how good this team is. Just to put this, and you know this, but Lockie doesn't even hit a 3, and you beat this team by 19.
And I don't think this is the best ball we played. Being on break, we're trying to reacclimate and whatnot, learn how to be cohesive and play together. So, I mean, like I said, we got a lot of guys that can go. And, big shout out to Yak. I mean, KJ, Dre, Marlon, these guys are always filling it up. So
KJ's relentless, isn't he?
No, for sure.
My
He's definitely
goodness.
physical. He got good touch around the rim. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, champ.
Yes,
Be
yes,
safe
sir.
on New Year's, and
Most
I'll
definitely.
see
You
you
too.
next Saturday against Mesa.
Yes, sir.
I don't, but I can tell you, like, I know you put up 20, dude, and easily you probably had 13 rebounds. I do my own box score, so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have to as I go. If Russ had a running scoreboard, I would do it, but I like to keep it. KJ, where'd you go to high school? Okay, you right there. You're a Blackhawk. Yeah. Did you play football there too? Yeah. Oh, you'd have been a great linebacker, dude. You would have hurt some. You would have hurt some people, man. Oops. Let's be safe. No, I don't need to restart. Just shut down.
Yeah, why you wearing a girl clothes for? You wearing a girl's uniform. Usually just yelling across the way. It's a spare. It was a spare. You got it from there, bro. Bro, there you go. Wearing that shit the whole. It's a spare.